The boy who spoke to silence, Noah Williams, was 7 years old when he stopped speaking. Not because he couldn't, but because he wouldn't. It began after a stormy night in a small town near Seattle. That night, his father left home after a heated argument and never came back. At first, everyone said he would return. Give him time, they said. Men leave when they are angry, but they come back. But he didn't. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. And Noah slowly stopped asking questions, stopped laughing, stopped talking. His mother, Rachel Williams, tried everything. Doctors, therapists, schools, nothing worked. Noah simply lived in silence. At school, teachers called him the quiet boy. At home, he became a shadow moving from room to room, observing everything, saying nothing. One day, a new teacher arrived at his school. Her name was Olivia Carter. She was young, patient, and unusually observant. On her first week, she noticed Noah immediately, not because he spoke, but because he didn't react at all. No smiles, no responses, no emotions, just silence. Most teachers avoided forcing communication, but Olivia didn't. Instead, she placed a blank notebook on his desk. No instructions, no pressure, just paper. Noah ignored it for days. Then one afternoon, something changed. He picked up a pencil and wrote one word. Why? Olivia smiled when she saw it. She didn't rush, she simply wrote back. Why what? Noah didn't reply for 2 days. Then another word appeared. Everything. That was the beginning, not of speech, but of connection. From that day they communicated only through writing. Slow, careful, honest. Noah began asking questions about life, about pain, about loss, about silence, and Olivia answered each one gently, never forcing him to speak, only encouraging him to express. One day Noah wrote, "Does everyone leave?" Olivia paused before answering, "No, but some do." Noah looked at her for a long time after reading it, then wrote, "Then it hurts every time." Olivia nodded. "Yes." Another day he wrote, "Is it my fault he left?" Olivia immediately shook her head. No, but Noah didn't believe it. Children rarely believe comfort at first. Weeks passed, then months. Slowly Noah began to change, not dramatically, but quietly. He started staying after class. He started drawing. He started reading again. The silence was still there, but it was no longer heavy. It became something else. Space. One afternoon, Olivia gave him a small assignment. "Write about your father," she said. Noah hesitated, then wrote. "He left." Olivia waited. Noah added more. "I don't know why. I think I was not enough." Olivia gently placed her hand on the table. "That's not true." Noah didn't respond, but he didn't erase the words either. Days later, Noah wrote something new. "I remember his laugh." Olivia smiled softly. "Tell me more." And he did, piece by piece, memory by memory, until silence began to loosen. One evening, something unexpected happened. Noah stayed after school longer than usual. It was raining outside. The classroom was empty, except for him and Olivia. He sat near the window, and suddenly said, very quietly, "It wasn't my fault." Olivia turned toward him immediately. He froze as if surprised by his own voice, then repeated it. "It wasn't my fault." Olivia nodded slowly. "Noah, I'm glad you said that." He didn't speak again that day, but something had shifted. A door had cracked open. Weeks later, he started speaking in short sentences, then longer ones, then full conversations. It wasn't fast. It wasn't easy, but it was real. His mother cried the first time she heard him speak again. Not because of the words, but because of what they meant. Healing. Years passed. Noah grew older. But he never forgot the teacher who never forced him to speak. The one who let silence breathe before asking it to change. Years later, Noah stood on a stage at a psychology conference. He was now a counselor specializing in childhood trauma. He looked at the audience and said, "People think silence means nothing is happening. But silence is often where everything is happening." He paused. "I didn't start speaking because someone forced me. I started speaking because someone listened without rushing me." After the talk, someone asked him, "What would you say to the teacher who helped you?" Noah smiled. "I already did." And he pulled out a small notebook from his pocket, worn out, old, full of pages. The same notebook Olivia had once given him. On the first page, in faded handwriting, was a single line. "You are allowed to take your time." And Noah whispered, "That sentence saved my life." Because sometimes healing doesn't begin with words. It begins with someone staying long enough for silence to feel safe again.